On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we're back with the impossible to fix BMW, and today we're gonna fix it. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and like I said, the last time we were here working on this BMW with Brady and I has been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was leaving to drive across the country in less than 46 hours the next day. So that was the day we worked on this until like 2 in the morning. I woke back up, flew to Seattle, and of course we drove straight to Boston in not quite record-setting 46 hours straight through. That was pretty fun, and obviously that video is coming soon. I can't release it yet because there's another YouTube channel that has to release their video before you guys get to see mine. But today, we're here to talk about this 325 all-wheel drive wagon, the XI, and as you can see, it's almost all the way together. And really today's job is just buttoning this thing up. You can see we got that side all together, and we also got this side all together. So all we have to do now is finish putting the brakes on, finish changing the brake sensors, clean up all this trash, put the wheel wells back on. We took a lot of this car apart to get to the point we're at right now. I guess this wheel well liner's still in, so that's nice. It's nice that we didn't have to take that one out. And then we need to get the wheels on and adjust the height. It looks, I think we're gonna have to adjust the height a little bit.
Adjustments.
Although over here, right, I think we could probably count the turns. So let's say we start, there's a big ridge on the bottom. Oh, let's start right above the label because the labels are probably mirrored. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to the main ridge. So let's match that on the other side. 13. It's probably a pretty good height because we're under tension, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think we're finally under tension at 13.
Yeah, we still have to
tighten the nut up.
Yeah.
All right, so we have to tighten the nut up on the strut tower there and then spin up that ring till we have 13 threads showing. Then we can keep going from there. So we're gonna tighten this down real quick and then get this thing in the air and get back underneath to show you guys as we finish leveling this car out. Hopefully just counting the rings gets us close, but I have a feeling we're gonna have to get this thing up and down a little bit and let it kind of settle out and see how the car looks. Like, the main thing is getting that front to back to sit level. Side to side is harder for people to see, I think. But front to back is important on a really long car like this. So let's get to it. We just finished getting these strut support bars back in. That actually took quite a bit of time on this car. They did not want to go back in their little slots, but we got those done. The whole top end is tightened up now and the covers are back on. And now we have moved down here where Jake says we actually have 12 and a half rings to the top, turns to the top. Couldn't think of the word. But I'm gonna let you check the other side because I counted 13. I set the other side to 13. I'll let you double check it. And if you think it's level, that way if it's wrong, it's just not me, his fault. Yeah. Then we can raise it back after.
Realistically, if it's wrong, we'll never really know.
That's true, that's true. It's really hard to count a turn, but it's not hard to count 2 inches, you know. There's a lot of adjustment on these things. There is. I am excited about that. These are the nicest lock rings to turn. Like, they run nice. I already have that one locked. So we didn't even use the wrench yet. We just ran it up till it was, you know, snug. And then this one is also at the same position where Brady is over here tossing in the new brake sensor. Or actually, you still have the old one in there, huh? You're just having a good time.
I know. I'm struggling over here for some reason.
I figured you were just having fun. No, just kind of enjoying life.
You know, it's never this or that.
If there's one thing they say about working on BMWs, it adds enjoyment to your life, right?
No.
Oh, I
think they're lying to you, man.
Oh, it's the opposite.
I think it's the opposite.
I love
Where's this sensor?
Like, this is the wheel speed.
Oh, yes, there it is.
Yes, sir.
I love all the 800 grit DA sanding marks.
Oh man,
from the worst repaint ever.
Yeah, this bumper's rough. It looks like they might have spray painted it with a spray paint can.
This was just Harbor Freight activities.
I like it.
Just all the cheapest stuff.
It's really not for Harbor Freight. It's not bad, but man, the paint.
Why does it look like it's a different color under the black? Like it looks like it's a Like that's a really metallic.
It's probably just a bumper off another car, and they scuffed it and shot it.
Yeah, this looks like it was originally the color of mine.
Okay, so now you're getting all the sensors hooked back up, which is awesome. Love that.
If it would plug in.
Well, it's keyed, you know.
It is.
You got the key lined up, I guess. 20 minutes later, and Brady's getting the wheels started with the baby impact here. We have everything together, which is amazing. Collar's locked down on our coilovers here, our ST Suspensions coilovers, all adjusted to where we think it's gonna work. And I just put a lot of anti-seize on the concentric ring here on the wheel. I don't want the wheels to ever be that hard to take off again, but did you notice you have to like press them on?
Yeah, I don't think they should ever come back off.
No, the rears were press on too. I mean, like the studs force the wheels on. Mm-hmm. There is no changing these on the side of the road.
No, no chance. These need to just be taken to the machine shop so they can haul it out.
They need the concentric ring bored out on every single wheel. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, you know, with these high-dollar wheels you have,
these are.
You gotta do more work with them. They don't come ready from the factory. Don't you know that?
You gotta finish the wheels yourself. That's also what you have to do when you have Lexani tires.
Yeah, man.
Wait, what are these? I forgot what they actually are.
I think that's what they are.
Oh, they are Lexanis. Okay.
Who would have guessed? You know?
Who would have guessed? The wheel company made a tire. I still love the way these look. The internet hates them, but man, just look at it right there.
They're just trying to copy over the comp M3s.
It is. No. That's all the Alzors are exact copies.
Yeah, I can't blame them because when I was at the dealership, these were my favorite rims that they came out with.
It's BMW's coolest wheel.
I know.
It doesn't look incredible on this car.
No.
But it also doesn't look bad on this car.
I think those tri-spoke M3 E36 wheels would look a lot better on this.
That would look cool.
I love those wheels.
I forgot we have sequential turn signals now, though. So that's an upgrade.
Ooh, hey.
We got sequentials.
Hey, man, we're rocking.
All right. The internet doesn't believe us already when we said they were press on. You know?
Yeah. Oh, you want to go show them?
Yeah, I actually want to see. Yeah.
Let's go show them.
I know the comments are already saying you guys are idiots, but I had to do cross pattern tightening all the way across. Look at the gap. Huge gap. I could fit a finger between the wheel and the brake right now. So you have to just, get the big boy on there. It's the only way they'll go on.
I don't like it.
Nope. I don't like it one bit. It sure goes on though. No wonders we had to have a sledgehammer to get them off.
I know, we broke a hammer doing it.
Broke a hammer. All right, now we're ready to torque it. Although I know the torque's probably like 300.
Yeah.
Because there's just no other way to do it. I mean, we could back out all the lugs now, and the wheels are permanently affixed.
You could probably drive it without having the lugs in it.
You actually don't even need the lug nuts.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
With these high-dollar rims, you could do anything you want.
I like these wheels. Okay. I know everybody else hates them. You can't pile on. That's so funny.
They look good.
All right, look at this, guys. He's gonna throw this on real quick. I mean, I could have thrown it on. I don't know why.
Yeah, let's work on your own cars.
Yeah, I'll work on my car. I just figured you were in the middle of it, and we were both complaining. Here, have some lugs. Oh, she's coming down.
She's coming down.
Boy, this car looks a lot better with brand new brakes and brand new coilovers.
And not having nasty green.
Not having. How much dirt did we take out of the drain here?
Like 17 pounds worth.
I have no doubt it was 17 pounds.
Whole truckload.
We did pull this out of a forest. This was a truly abandoned BMW. Here's another one. The starting tool.
Yes. Very nice.
I actually love the little impact can't suck it back. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
The gap's almost closed this time. Yeah.
You're doing good.
You're doing good, little Milwaukee.
Don't listen to him. You're beautiful. And now we just slam it on there.
Then you get out the big boy, the Ultra Torque.
This thing's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, there we go. Sucks it right back on. It's time for the real test. Brady's gonna drop this thing on the ground. For the first time, he's gotta do the honors here. And we are going to see how she sits. We won't really know until we take it for a quick drive, but please stop right. No, you don't need to stop. The car, stop right there. Ooh, I think.
You know, if you were stancing this thing.
What's funny is the gap is even. I think our gap is very even. It's a little front heavy. But I think right now, while it's on the lift, we should run it back up and add
Yeah.
2 turns. Let's throw 2 turns in it, right? Because that'll help.
We could Carolina squat it, you know, the
No,
tracks.
no. My lift is free again. How amazing is that? We got some cleaning to do, but the lift is free. The BMW's out.
She stops.
She drives. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see if it stops. Let's go bed these brakes in. We gotta go on a mission. Well, we've got all the error messages. For some reason, TPMS decided to go crazy when we took off. It was all cleared, and now we have a flat tire warning. We have a flat tire over there in the center as well. And of course, the adaptive headlight warning is still here. The adaptive headlights still do not have that tiny little strut that connects the sensor to the control arm. So, I gotta find one of those. Somebody out there must sell them, but I've looked for those many times. You guys know how many BMWs I've owned. I've never really been able to find one. But you can also see that this thing is self-driving. It goes straight down the road. I can just let go of the wheel, which is amazing. And it needs those bushings put in the control arms, just 2 bushings. Obviously, those are still sitting at the shop, but they're press in. We're just taking this thing to the car ninja to let him put those bushings in. He's good at it, and he might even have that cool tool that everybody has now, where you just loosen the control arms up and then press them out in the car, in situ. You don't have to pull the whole control arm out and use a press. He's done a million of these things. He'll get it done way quicker than I could. So, bushings heading over to him, and that pretty much wraps this thing up. Obviously, we need to clear all the codes. We still have brake, ABS, but hey, the brake sensor codes are gone.
Yep. I think what it could be.
You cleared everything, which was nice.
When I was going through there, it could be due to the service indicator with the brake fluid.
Oh.
That could be it. I'm not totally too familiar.
So we need to clear, well, we should, let's be honest. The brake fluid needs change. This thing's old.
It's pitch black.
Old cars always need brake fluid.
Every 3 years, man. Every 3 years.
I don't know about that. I'm sure there is supposed to be a 3-year service interval, but like, you know, like real service lives are like 20.
Yeah.
But we pull every once in a while, we pull some bad brake fluid out of cars.
I've had a couple. It's just pitch black.
This thing, we got a red light, which is nice. This thing stops so well.
All right.
That was like, I wasn't even really on the 50% braking.
Good brakes, man.
It's so much better, dude. And now there's no clanking out of the rear end.
Yeah, man.
I mean, every bump we'd hit. Oh, and then that CV, when it would go into all-wheel drive, you'd hear like a and it never quit. We always had that going on. And then, of course, every bump we'd hit, you'd hear a crunk out of the rear end. And I was like, what could that be? You know, obviously something in the suspension, but probably those terrible old shocks.
Yeah,
and
those when they're unthreaded all the way.
Yeah, it turns out
falls apart in your hand.
It just fell apart.
Yeah,
so of course, absolutely dangerous. That strut could have come apart or bound up and like caused this thing to have a real issue going over a bump. And it felt like a trampoline when it would hit bumps too. Ugh. And honestly now, even though we have all the rear plastics out, it's pretty quiet compared to what it was. I mean, this thing was very bad.
I kind of was hoping that you'd be a part of the original, see how it is, and then.
Oh yeah, I wish you would have driven it. It would have been super cool for you to drive it. I mean, Brady hops right in and was like, "Yeah, it's good." And I was honestly, I don't know if it's good because we still have to get a few things sorted out, like those bushings. But it is a 100% improvement, which is saying something.
Absolutely. Well,
also we got
100% of 0 is still 0.
Yeah, we went to I guess so. I was gonna say we went to 95% at this point. We're getting there. All right, let's go kick down. Oh!
She screams.
You know everybody can hear us, so
yeah.
That huge hill didn't clank one bit right there.
Oh, right on.
All right, that's literally a bicycle path we just went over, guys, and it is raised and not a thing. I did hear a little bing bing when I turned that corner. I think it was that control arm shifting it. But it's not CV noise, which is so nice. I'm loving this. Loving it. Well, there you have it. The BMW's finally on the road. I got to take it for the first drive and like, it's probably been 2 months since this thing came apart. It's been a long time. And what? Don't scratch it.
Oh yeah, don't fresh paint.
The pristine paint. Rattle can. But speaking of the pristine paint, in the next episode, it's finally time to take this thing out and get it cleaned up. So We're gonna see if we can bring this thing back to life. Maybe the black pops. I mean, this is a cool looking car when it's clean, I think. And I think if we do the headlights on this, clean it all up, it might come out pretty well. Get ready for that in the next BMW episode. I'll try to get this thing cleaned up like tomorrow if I can. And until then, I gotta get this thing fixed now because it's dripping coolant. You can see the coolant right there, that it's slowly leaking. I think I mentioned that as soon as I got the brakes fixed, now I've got a coolant leak, so.
Never ends.
It never ends. It really never does. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. I know, I'm excited to go drive this, and well, I'm excited to polish it. Like, I really think this insane paint will come out.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the dirtiest cars I've ever seen. I can't believe how much dirt we got out of there. The drains, that was crazy. That's not gonna come out. It looks like they put it in a tree right there.
Oof.
Yeah, that's not coming out. Those new brakes sure look nice.
Ooh, girl.
We got a little bit of heat in them too. They turned a little bit bronze. Yeah, it's just, yeah, fire that light up. You can see just a little
Just a little tinge.
Little less than silver. We did bed the brakes in properly. We did a 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, and then like a 70% brake from 60. And then of course you guys saw that little 80% stab right there at the light, and it worked. So brakes are ready to rock. I'm super happy. The brake warning's off the dash. We're getting close. We're getting close to the no warnings. I just have to figure out where to get that little linkage. So, kind of looks better up.
Yeah.
It looks like it's an inch higher than it was.
Good. That's
Yeah.
all I needed.
An inch is probably right. At least we can get it on and off the lift. That's something.
I know. That was annoying.
That was annoying.
Hated dealing with that.
Shoo. And I gotta put the interior back in it, huh? I better do that before,
Cleaning her up.
yeah, before we clean it up.
Might as well take these off. Also.
It is time to debadge it to solve that. You can tell somebody it's super glued. This. Oh, well, that one's got glue on it. But it's coming off.
That's good.
But the clear's coming off.
Ooh. You can ignore that.
Yeah,
That never
little guy.
happened.
Don't worry about that little guy.
Fine.